Well, now we got all of our vehicles gone. Get to work on my stuff. So I got to do this one. I got to do an injector on this one. Hopefully the motor will live for a couple more weeks. At least that's the plan. This one, the diff is noisy, so I'm going to take it apart and have a look at it. And I think the clutch is starting to get a little funny in there. I don't know. I'll drive a little more, but I think I got to do a clutch on this thing yet. I just reused the one that I had. But, yeah, might not be good. And then, yeah, it's raining like crazy outside, so the roadster's hiding out on this side. Hiding for now. Put a few miles on her this year already. No, you can't see, but if any of you folks remember me working on a diff on one of these suckers the last time, you'll know how big of a win that is. Well, that worked out well. She's nice and quiet now, except the clutch is toast. So I have some more in the shed, so I'm going to pull the tranny, get the clutch out. What time is it? Yeah, about 11:30, so I don't think I'll do that tonight. I got this one all done. It doesn't seem to smoke or anything, so I don't know. I'll see how it goes. I got to pick up a transmission or another diff tomorrow. So I need a truck. So that one should be good to go. I'll take her to work tomorrow and make sure there's nothing weird with it. And yeah, maybe I'll just bring that Plymouth in tonight and just stare at it for a bit. Well, look at that sweet hot rod we just pulled in. I'm still trying to do some cleanup in the shop. I've been kind of lazy the past few days. Do a bit of organizing. But this is that old Dodge that I found there. So I don't think I'll do anything too crazy with this one. It's already got a whole lot of sweetness going on with it. I don't know, I just have a soft spot for these cars. Interior needs a bit of work. Nothing crazy though. Whoever had it made some door panels and all that jazz. So that's all kind of cool. It's actually super solid, but most of these cars always are. I think I pretty much consider these cars the K cars of the 50s because it's like everybody had one. Usually the Plymouths, but I think all the Dodges, they must not have been very popular in the day. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is do about a 3-inch drop in the back. I'll cut some coils in the front, get the car nice and low, and then probably chop the roof. That's really what I want to do. I love these things. They're so easy to chop. The back window is a little bit weird on this, so I'm not sure how that will work, or if I'm going to try to source a 49 Plymouth window, or if I have something on the yard that I can use. But yeah, I want to go a pretty heavy chop. I did a Chrysler a long time ago, so I'm thinking I want to do a similar chop. I was going to probably do about 5 out of the front and about a good 7 out of the back. Yeah, I'll take you along for the ride, how I do that. The other thing about this car that's actually pretty wild, usually these suckers are all flathead 6 powered. This one, somebody's already swapped in a 318, so that's super cool. It's got an aftermarket wiring harness, but it's a little, needs a little work. Looks like it's I need to go through it, let's put it that way. It's not terrible, but there's some weirdness going on. There's a lot of things that need to be cleaned up here, but I dig it. Well, this being one. It's a little off. Could have went for a different fan and not had to cut all that, but that's fine. We'll make it work. So it's got a bad water pump. Don't know if I said that. I got one, so I got to put that on. I've been just putting it around on the back roads a little bit. Works good. Got to go through the brakes. So it's been sitting for a while, I think. So I kind of, the diff's been swapped out in the back already, but the front, I'm sure it's all the original brakes, all that jazz. And one of the cylinders, I think, is kind of sticking. I think it's the driver's side's kind of doing that. But, yeah. Just going to make a mild custom out of this thing. Nice little cruiser. There's some super cool stuff. Like, I know this, whoever had it before, I don't know who the feller is, but I know I seen him driving around, and he was driving it pretty much all year, I thought. And this heater is just awesome. Check that out. Now that is a work of art. I dig it. It actually works pretty good. I don't know how well it actually defrosted the windows in the car, but regardless, that's cool. It's got dual exhaust, but they fell off, so I got to go through that. Basically, I was going to put her up in the hoist and see what she all needs. What I got to do. Yeah, the back window is just huge. Like, that doesn't bother me, but usually the 4950 Plymouths, they had this smaller back window and they were like super, much easier to chop. This, I don't know what's going to happen when you lay it down, especially as heavy of a chop that I want to go. I'm thinking you're going to get this weird bow in the middle. So, that's the only thing that has me a little worried, but I can work something out. I'm sure I got another window I can use in there. Even a Chevy window or something. So, yeah. That's coming up soon. Well, Friday night, it's late. It's pretty close to midnight. Got the transmission and the clutch back in there, but the clutch doesn't work. So I'm thinking there's some doohickery there between the clutch I bought and the one that was in it. Something with the slave cylinder. So I can engage it, disengage it with a bar. So I know the clutch is good, so I got to figure out the slave cylinder scenario. I might have to extend the rod or something inside. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And that one I haven't really done anything. I just pulled all the wheels. I pulled the drums off the front. I mean, everything looks nice, but I got to maybe not. Maybe I got to get some pads. Look at that, eh? Looks like they're starting to unglue themselves. Maybe that's why they're sticking. Okay, cool. Figure that out. Clean the wheel cylinders. We'll get her going. And then I got this one in here because there's something. I got a short somewhere, so I got to figure that out. Keeps popping my fuse for the signal lights. So I know the wires are all good too, my signals. So it's got to be the signal switch, I'm starting to think. But it's late. Tomorrow's another day. So I'll do some stuff tomorrow. So it's the end of the weekend. Didn't get anything really done on any of the cars. I did get this one together, but only to find out I got the wrong pressure plate. So I got my clutch don't work. So I've ordered the right one, but it's always fun pulling the tranny out 2 times. But whatever, it's not that bad. And yeah, that one's still sitting in limbo. Haven't touched it. Been organizing my sheds outside, my part sheds. So then still got to do more cleanup in the shop, but that's about the extent of what's been happening around here. So when I was popping the shoes off, this wheel cylinder, she oozed out a bunch of goop, so kind of thinking that's the one that's got the crud in her. So I don't know the proper procedure, but there are arrows on here. I always thought they were supposed to point to the wheel cylinder, but that's not the case with this one. And then you have to remember there's an adjuster on the back of these that I forgot about. It's like a 3/4 inch nut. So that made my life miserable. Once I remembered that, then I was able to suck the shoes in and get my drum back on. So after all that buggering around, and it was mostly because I forgot about those adjusters. I don't know why. I didn't actually look at the back of the drum to see them. But anyways, got it figured out. Gonna throw the drum on now. The other side's good. This side will be done. And then, yeah, figure out how to bleed my brakes by myself here. So doing the brakes kicked my arse, so I'm gonna do something else for a while. A while ago I did buy these white walls. Look pretty good on there. Only 2 are red. The other side I got a gray and a black one, but I don't know. I think it'll look good. But the mechanical, I'm not feeling it, so I think tomorrow I'm gonna strip the interior out and the trim and stuff. Get the windows all pulled out so I can get it ready to start chopping. Then I'll lower the car and do a bunch more mechanical stuff. But for now, I think I'm just gonna go pull the transmission out of this thing again. Yeah, fun. But clutch should be in the next day, I don't know, this week anyways, so may as well get it ready for that. Well, it's still early. It's only about 10:30. I got this one ready for the tranny to pop off, but I'll wait for the parts to come in. So seeing how it's early, I think I'll work on the wife's truck. This is her Fargo. We're having a problem with the door latch. This door doesn't catch anymore. And I've been trying to find a latch, but I can't. And it turns out, I was staring at it one day, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you can see in there, there's a whole bunch of latch missing. Right there. It's supposed to be that much. So what I'm going to try to do is just weld this up and clean it up and see if I can fix it. So that should make her pretty happy. And then maybe she'll, I know she wants to do door panels and stuff like that in here, so maybe we'll muck around with that too tomorrow. But for now, yeah, I'm going to weld this up and see if that works. Hey, puppers. Feeling better? Huh? So that was an easy fix. A little bit of that splooge. I'm glad I caught that. Now I don't need a latch. Oh, wifey should be happy. Well, guess I can reconnect the battery and call her done. Yeah, another LS. Hey, guys. Well, that was quick. That only took like 5 minutes or so to do. And it's still early, but I guess I'll call it a night because, well, that one particularly kicked my arse doing the brakes there. And I'm not too happy with it right now. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next one.